A day on the focus with Mel. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today is April 18th, and boy, do we have a jam-packed history lesson for you. Buckle up, Buttercup. First off, let's go way back. 796 AD. Talk about a bad day at the office. King Aethelred I of Northumbria gets bumped off by some disgruntled ealdormen. Talk about a power struggle. And then, just 27 days later, the guy who takes over quits. What a mess. Fast forward a bit, 1506, they laid the cornerstone for the current St. Peter's Basilica. Imagine all the history that building has seen. And just a few years later, in 1521, Martin Luther's trial begins. That guy really stood his ground. I wouldn't have wanted to be on the receiving end of his stubbornness. Jumping ahead to 1775, it's the American Revolution? Paul Revere's famous ride? Yeah, that was on April 18th. So next time you're feeling lazy about getting out of bed, remember this guy? And then there's the 3/5 Compromise of 1783, a truly dark day in American history, where enslaved people were counted as 3/5 of a person for taxation purposes. Seriously, what the heck? We've got earthquakes, wars, the birth of spiritualism, thanks to Allan Kardec and his The Spirits book in 1857, the debut of Superman in 1938. Seriously, we have something for everyone. And let's not forget the Titanic survivors arriving in New York City on April 18th, 1912. Talk about a bittersweet moment. Wow, that's a lot of history for one day. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll dive into a little creative fiction weaving together some of these amazing events. Short break, music. Okay, everyone, let's get creative. Imagine this King Aethelred I, instead of being murdered in 796, somehow time travels to 1912. He lands smack dab in the middle of New York City, amidst the chaos of the Titanic survivors arriving. Picture him, this ancient king in his robes and crown, surrounded by distraught passengers, utterly bewildered by the steam-powered ships, the bustling city, and the concept of telegraphs. He tries to explain his problems with his treacherous ealdorman to a bewildered immigration officer, completely failing to grasp the reality of his situation. The sheer cultural clash is hilarious. He accidentally triggers a news frenzy. He becomes a viral sensation, his story somehow relating to the plight of the survivors in a twisted way, showcasing the universal human themes of loss, power struggles, and the absurdity of existence. He even makes a cameo in the comic strip featuring the newly debuting Superman, which completely throws the timeline into a delightfully chaotic blender. And that, my friends, is how a king from Northumbria might have handled April 18th, 2023, or any year, really. It just goes to show you, history is full of surprises, and the world just keeps on spinning, full of unpredictable events and remarkable personalities. Thanks for listening to A Day on the Focus. We'll see you tomorrow.